Welcome back to Sports Fans Only with your boy Sean Mack. Today we on that boxing. Please subscribe to the channel and like the video. I'm here to talk about the new things that Turki Alalshikh's been saying about the running and boxing and everything. But before we get there, I want to start by saying there is a big difference between what Ali did and what Devin Haney is doing in the ring. The reason I bring this up is because I'm seeing people that's uneducated boxing fans saying, well, Ali ran around the ring as well. Ali would float around the ring, that's true. But Ali would engage throughout the entire fight. Now, if a fighter is chasing Devin Haney around the ring, he is very reluctant to engage. I mean, if you don't force him to knuckle up, he would literally dance around the ring like Chris Brown, James Brown, one of them Browns. So Turki Alalshikh is not a fan of that style of boxing. So he's changing the ring size to 18 feet. That might work. That might get people to engage, but you still can run around, right? I might be faster than you. You can't catch up with me. It could be 10 feet. You have a better chance of getting me because it's less footage, but you still can run around the ring with an 18-foot ring, but neither here nor there. I think he's doing it hoping he would prevent boxers from running and forcing them to engage, of course. In a nutshell, Turki doesn't want to employ boxers who has that running style. And you know what? He signed the checks. He makes the rules. So what I'm going to do is read this article about Al-Sheikh talking about Devin Haney, and I'll be back to spit some more of that hot fire. Holla. This article is from Boxing News 24. Father and manager Bill Haney reacts to Turki Alalshikh's new policy of not warning runners on his Riyadh season events by saying his son Devin Haney won't be running. Bill Haney claims that Devin has a warehouse of tools to use to win and never fights the same way, but fans would disagree. Haney, with the record of 32 wins and no losses and 15 KOs, they see him as a classic runner, the same type of style that Turki doesn't want on his card. When Devin was fighting at 135, he was engaging more, but his style has morphed into a Shakur Stevenson 2.0 since moving up to 140. But it's gonna be up to Turki if he wants to include Haney on any more of his Riyadh season cards, because he has high standards for the type of quality fights he wants. He knows that he can't bring boxing back to popularity it once had in the Muhammad Ali era if he's gonna have safety first fighters littering his cards with their 1990s era hit and not get hit style. Instead of Bill trying to talk Devin onto Turki's card, he needs to put him through a boot camp where he's forced to battle sluggers for 11 weeks of training. He needs a crash course to change him. If Tim Bradley's diagnosis of Haney is correct about him having PTSD, he needs to get a mind melt to slap him out of it if he wants to be included in Turki's prestigious cards. We'll see soon that only the pure 24K gold sluggers are invited to the Riyadh season cards. The defensive fighters who are resistant to change will be ignored and left off. Quote, did you hear the narrative that Turki doesn't like running? Which anything Turki doesn't like, I don't like too, said Bill Haney, end quote, to Fight Hub TV, when reacting to the new directive by Turki Alalshikh that he no longer wants the Tom and Jerry type of fighters involved in running on his Riyadh season cards. Bill Haney should be worried because Turki's comments affect Devin Haney in a big way, because he had the worst performance on the May 2nd Times Square card in New York City. People on X created memes of the running that Haney did in the fight against Jose Ramirez. It was horrible. It was awful to watch. Quote, so if there's no running, there is no running. The one thing about Devin Haney is that with the arsenal he has, I used to say it was a toolbox, then it became a tool shed, and then it became a warehouse. You've never seen us fight the same way, not one time, not any time, end quote, said Bill Haney. Okay, Turki keeping it real out there, huh? All right, Mr. Al-Sheikh, let's see if you put your money where your mouth is. You got a lot of that money, but let's see if you put it where that mouth is and you don't have no one on that card, on any of your Riyadh season cards that are presumed to be runners. So, like I said, it's Turki's money. He spends it the way he wants to. It's his playgrounds. He can put the toys in any spot he want to put them, and that's what he's doing. So we'll keep an eye on Turki's see if he live up to his comments, and we'll see where Devin Haney goes from here. Will he have another fight that's not with Turki Alalshikh and try to show him that, look what I'm doing, daddy. I'm doing what you say, dad, I'm fighting, I ain't running. Or he would just be the same person that he is, and then Turki will never mess with him anymore. So on that note, I've been Sean Mack, and this is Sports Fans Only. Holla.